Hello and welcome to everyone on the Third Man Cricket Show. I'm your host Vansh Chawla, and today we've got a double header on our hands. You can see Ankur and you can see Sean, the die-hard supporters of both their teams, I must say. But Chennai Super Kings are playing the Punjab Kings today in the afternoon game at the Dubai International Stadium, and at night we've got the much-awaited game between the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Rajasthan Royals at Sharjah. So a pretty hectic day, a pretty packed day for all cricket fans, and obviously the Third Man Cricket Show as well, because we'll be having the watch-alongs, the pre-match analysis, the post-match analysis of these two games as well. So welcome to both of you. Sean, happy faces there. Qualified in the top two after RCB's lost yesterday. But the one thing that would worry you is that the two losses that Chennai had to face in their last two games. So excited for today's game?
Yeah, obviously excited and think I think today we are going to win it. As Punjab is there today. Yeah, the momentum has fallen down recently for our boys. The two matches has not been what we expected to it be. The previous match was not that great, but before that, how Ruturaj played, that was really exciting for us. The batting he's doing, the bowling we are doing, the detours we are handling, the momentum has gone down a bit, but I think because of today's game, I think we'll try to make it like usual. We'll win it and then qualify for the players with a winning streak.
Well, the confidence is still high for the Chennai Super Kings, although they've lost the two games. But Ankur, talking about momentum, Punjab haven't had the right momentum that they've always wanted. But expecting a good performance from your boys today, because last game we saw Sunrisers pulling out a trick out of their pockets yesterday against RCB. So expecting the same from Punjab.
Yeah, it is possible because it's not that we are not playing well. We are playing well, but the fortune is not in our hands. I think the all game that played with us is the momentum. We got the momentum in each and every match, but the thing was that we didn't got the fortune. Some of the other match, one or two things happened. Like last time we saw with RCB also that it was a clear snake when Padigal was out, but it wasn't given out. I don't know what the umpire was doing there. He was sleeping or like he forgot to wear his specs. I don't know what happened, but yeah, this time fortune was not in our favor. So yeah, but today I think we'll have the momentum because we have nothing to lose now. So yeah, we'll play freely, and I think it would be a good performance by our team today.
Well, five wins for Punjab, eight losses. Certainly not been the best of the campaigns for them in this year's edition of the IPL. But one name that has, put Punjab full of pride was is the name of KL Rahul. In fact, he's scoring at some amazing pace. Although his strike rate is not the highest as he would have expected, but the runs are certainly there for him, and that's a good sight for all the Indian fans ahead of the T20 World Cup as well. But Ankur, do you think KL Rahul is the lone warrior in the ship for Punjab?
Exactly, he is because we have seen him taking the innings to the end. We have seen Mayank Agarwal also playing, but yeah, I don't know what happens to him if like KL gets out. He fails to build his inning larger, because we have seen KL Rahul whenever the like team is in trouble, he plays with the maturity. मतलब if we need to hit some runs, he hit. If he needs to play like slowly, getting singles, doubles, and hitting a boundary in over, he can do that also. So yeah, he's a lone warrior in the team, and like he's doing very well. Yeah, it's his fourth season consecutively. He's scoring 500 runs plus in each and every season. So yeah, it's a like very good fact for him. Like being too consistent is very like difficult. So I think that like I don't think that like there are rumors also that KL Rahul will leave RCB, or sorry, will leave Punjab this year. But I don't think so that it will happen, because if KL Rahul would be in RCB, he wouldn't have get this kind of recognition that he's getting in Punjab, because the way he's handling Punjab, the way he's taking Punjab towards like it was good. Just I mentioned that the fortune was not in our favor. Otherwise, we did well, and he did well actually.
I
Yes, yes.
actually
Yeah,
I actually agree with the point that Punjab is totally dependent on KL round this leg. The starting of the season, which was in India, at that time Mayank Agarwal was playing well. In the first few matches, it was not dependent on KL Rahul that much. But this leg, I think uh, the Punjab Kings team is to somewhat depending on KL Rahul. So yeah, I agree with that point as well.
absolutely. And talking about top order, both their teams have their top order pretty sorted out because Mayank Agarwal was back for the Punjab Kings, and KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal obviously had an amazing partnership together. But on the other hand, talking about Chennai Super Kings, the best opening partnership in this year's IPL since 2019, Faf du Plessis has had scores of 54, 96, 87, 48, and 36 not out, which is around the average of 50, I guess, and an amazing strike rate as well. So, Sean Ruturaj Gaikwad is currently the orange cap holder. Fab du Plessis has such a record against Punjab Kings. How many runs are you expecting from the top order today?
Obviously scoring 100 plus for today. Fab du Plessis as always performing his showing his batting performance well like always. Like the scores are here from since 2019. The average has been above 50 or like around 50. And Rudraj, the form that is in, scoring that 100, hitting a six at 94 or 95, I guess. The momentum, the temperament that he's been going through, plus the batting lineup that Chennai Super Kings has, the momentum has not fallen down. I mean, you see many teams after wicket fall, the scores a bit low. The momentum is gone, the temperament is gone, but you don't see that in Chennai's team. The previous two matches we saw that, but not two matches also. Just the previous match we saw that the scores were down, but before that all the matches were, the scores are not good getting down because all the batsmen are there. You have Moeen Ali, you have Raidu, you have Raina, you have Dhoni, you have Sam Curran as well, you have Jadeja as well. There's no negative in the side as for now.
True, true, true. And why would there be a negative? You're sitting on top of the tree with 18 points just below Delhi Capitals, and things are looking quite sorted out for Chennai Super Kings. And we do know how lethal a force they are when they reach the qualifiers of any tournament, especially with MS Dhoni being the captain. But back to Ankur now. I mean, Ankur, you've had your worries with the bowling as well a bit. But things at the end of the tournament, especially in the bowling attack, are looking quite sorted out as well with Arshdeep, Shami, and especially Ravi Bishnoi, who has impressed us a lot. So, are you hopeful for another brilliant bowling performance by these three Indians today?
Yeah, we have seen that a bowling like this year has been like sorry in this leg has been very good actually, because bowling was a very big concern for us before, like last few seasons we have seen. Now we are getting early wickets, middle over wickets, we are getting wickets in death also. So I think these three are like doing brilliant in the bowling lineup, and I think today also it would be CSK को like खा जाएंगे ये तीनों.
Sean, your reply to that? Chennai ko kha jayenge. What are your
Don't
thoughts
don't for,
on it?
yeah, don't forget Bishnoi and Dhoni. Like Bishnoi will get Dhoni out easily because he only bowls googly, and Dhoni
Yes.
suffers for googly. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that point that Bishno is a very good bowler. He's is advanced in he's evolved. As a leg spinner. I saw him previous season and the previous two. The growth was initial, the growth was slow, but in this season I saw the previous match, the catches he took, the fielding efforts, the bowling efforts, superb there. And and talking about that खा जाएंगे आज तो वो दिख गया आपके रील में.
कोई ना कोई
कॉन्फिडेंस
ना
दिख गया
कोई
आपके
ना
रील में.
कोई ना देखेंगे.
Well,
Hope
certainly
for the
the
best.
fire, the standards are pretty high, and there's a lot at stake today for both teams as well. Although they are pretty, their position in the points table is pretty stable after even after what happens today, but still a lot at stake today as well as far as pride is concerned. Sean, my next question to you will be. Why was I mean, yes, Suresh Rana, we do know that he had a niggle in his left leg or something like that. But do you think it was a tactical change as well? In order to try that spot out, because he was not in good form. Rana, he was struggling with a short delivery, and do you think that was the case as well? And if yes, then do you think Raina should be dropped from today's match as well, because the playoffs are near and you do need the momentum?
I think thinking statistically, I think Rainer should be out for the game. But as a fan, I want Rainer in the team. We are rooting from him for since the last 2 3 years. The scores that he has made in the past are spectacular, but the form recently has not been that much. But speaking statistically, I think Rainer should be out for the game. But let's see what Dhoni decides. As he said, as we are in the qualifying, I think Dhoni usually doesn't change the team when we are in the winning streak. But now we have lost 2 games. Plus, also we have qualified for the game, so I think he'll try some new pairs down there. I think Uttapa can be in too. So I think Raina will be out for this game too.
Time for the third loss today.
Let's see, Amro.
Ankur is looking pretty optimistic today. I mean, last game for Punjab Kings in this IPL, so he's certainly
Wherever
hoping. And
Ankur is out,
जितना है प्रा आज तक जितना ही है बस आज जीतते हुए नहीं जाना.
wherever Ankur is optimistic, Punjab Kings will lose.
Oh, no, no issues,
And
no
in the
issues.
pre-match show, sorry, on backstage, Ankur was also mentioning that Punjab have the slightest of chances. Ummeed pe dunya kayam hai. Ankur, sorry.
Impossible
Would you
chance.
would you like to explain more about what you said on backstage, and so
Yeah.
that our viewers know about it?
So yeah, like if we win a game today by a big margin, if something like we chase runs in 7 or 8 overs, or sorry, matlab 9 overs maximum, or like Chennai losing for more than 80 plus runs. So yeah, and in the next match, KKR might be losing with matlab, if KKR loses with a big margin, and yes, and tomorrow Sunrisers play as a like game spoiler, so we can be in. उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है. अरे पंजाबियां ਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਉਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਯੂ ਨੋ
You
ਆਪਣੇ
think
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
Chennai is
ਸੋ
going to score
ਉਮੀਦਾਂ
less?
ਉਮੀਦ yeah so let's see anything can happen. It's cricket. We have seen a lot of blunders happening here, so it can be
Calculators
possible,
out.
yeah.
Well, Ankur, I really appreciate your optimism there, because they've got the slightest of slight chances. And I
Exactly.
mean, if Punjab pull this one out, I mean, there will be nobody to thank for other than you, because you've made that bold prediction that Punjab still have the chance. But toss time in just a minute or so.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, guys? Starting with Sean and then Ankur. Sean, who do you think will win the toss, and what will they elect to do?
I think if we win the toss, we'll bowl first. We'll bat first in the second innings. I think it will be easier to chase. That's why I think we'll go first.
Sure.
And Ankur?
Yeah, so I think we'll bat first.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
putting a big
what are
total
your
on.
reasons? Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason is that if we bat first, like we can play freely. The first thing is that we can play freely and we can think of like putting a large total on the board. And after that, in the second innings, we have seen our bowling is good in the second innings. If we have some early wickets, and we can put Chennai into like back foot. So yeah, if we put a back total like big total of like somewhat like around 200, like it's difficult but not impossible, because we have
True.
that batting depth and power in our team, so
True.
it's not
True.
like it's not impossible. So yeah, if we do this, and like we can we have seen Chennai like batting sometimes, because they are not in that form which they were in the starting of the tournament. So yeah, the momentum is not with us, sorry, with them, and like somewhere with us also, but yeah, we can get them out early.
We just had one bad game,
Sorry.
and the momentum is fallen for everyone. We just
Arey
had
no
one bad game.
yeah. Koi na,
Well,
it's
we'll
time to the third one now.
yeah. Well, we'll receive the toss update in no matter. I mean, in
PBKS won and choose to ball first.
Oh, okay. So your prediction has gone slightly wrong, Ankur. Punjab have won the toss and they have
Yeah.
elected to field first. But before we have the team changes and talks on this toss, uh, Sean, I'd like to talk about MS Dhoni's performance as a batsman and not as a captain, because last time we did see him struggle. He scored what at a strike rate of 70, and that put pressure on the other guys as well. Thankfully, Ambati Raidu, played that innings-saving a knock, but still, any concerns with MS Dhoni, the batsman, as of now, or do you think he'll roar back as always?
We all want him to row back, but seeing him struggle, seeing my struggle, we all feel bad, not as a Chennai fan, also like an Indian fan also, seeing MSD struggle that much, scoring at the strike rate of 70 is not that MS, but all the Chennai fans are rooting for him always in all matches. We all want him to score some runs, give that winning knock to us. Hit that last six. We saw that last six in that previous match also. But let's hope again. We want some 150, 160 strike rate from him as well. Uh, we always root for MSD. I can't lose hope for MSD. Nobody can, I guess.
Certainly, certainly. MS Dhoni is always and he's always remain in our hearts, no matter which team he plays for. And I'm sure Uncle will agree with this fact as well.
Yeah.
But big changes coming in. Chris Jordan coming in for Nicholas Pooran. Ankur, convinced with the change that Punjab have put on?
Yeah, certainly I'm like kinda it we can say, because I think it may negative affect our batting depth. But yeah, we have seen that Puran is also not performing, so it's one of the same thing, I guess, for us. So yeah, we have a bowling depth now. So yeah, it's a great. I guess it's a great move, because like if Jordan is in, we are having good negative bowling depth now, so we can have Chennai for like little runs and then score it in like less overs. It's a chance. I'm chalta hai.
Ab
So
chalte
here
hain.
you've got the Punjab Kings playing 11 right in front of you. KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, as we've talked about them so much. Makram Sarfraz and Shahrukh Khan
Seven
in the
bowlers
middle.
today.
Moses Enriques and Chris Jordan, the two all-rounders for Punjab Kings, along with Harpreet Brar, Ravi Bishnoi as the spinners, Mohammad Shami and Arshdeep Singh, the Indian pacers. So looking quite convincing. And yeah, Ankur, would you like to say
Eight,
something?
eight bowlers in today's team. Like Markram can also bowl. Then Moises, Chris, Jordan, Harpreet, Mohammad Shami, Ravi Bishnoi, Arshdeep Singh. Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
so they're going in with seven bowlers, in fact, today, and that's, I mean, that has to say something about them. But yes, the middle order has been the worry, and Ankur is certainly hoping for a change today there in terms of performance. But Sean, coming back now, Dwayne Bravo, birthday boy, what do you expect from him today?
Definitely some quick hitting, like we all like to see 5 balls, 20, 10 runs that he scores, plus some dead bowling. Dead bowling is must for Bravo. I need Bravo for the dead bowling only. Sam Curran is there for the dead bowling as well as Bravo. The slow balls, the variation that he makes in that bowling lineup. Bowling. In the last overs is very essential. You know, only for batting, I don't think I'll take Bravo for in the squad. But considering his bowling and the dead bowling skills he have, he's a resource for the Chennai team.
Certainly, Dwayne Bravo has got 23 wickets in 18 matches against Punjab, best of 4 for 22 against them. So he's certainly going to be a key factor for Chennai Super Kings, not only now but in the playoffs as well. Uh, Ankur, your predictions for today's game? I mean, I know Punjab are bowling first, and you wish that you can chase the total in 8 overs or something. But realistically speaking, how much will Punjab be chasing today?
Somewhere around, I think that Chennai is a strong team. So moreover, I think it would be 130, 140. But yeah, if we ball properly, we can have them for somewhat around 100, 110, 20. Yeah.
well, well, there's no
Yeah.
shying away. There's no shying away from the fact that Punjab can still qualify. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that. But Sean, you agree with the prediction? You agree that Chennai are going to be scoring just 140 or 150?
No, not at all. The first wicket stand is only going to score 130 runs. I think the score will be around 160 to 170 for today. And Punjab is going to be going to not chase that. I think it will be a close encounter, but I don't think Punjab will be able to chase that.
Well, before we end the show here, I mean, we've got the experts corner section of the Third Man Cricket Show. We always do bring in some amazing panel on our show, and this time we've got Akash Parker from Mumbai, and yes, episode 7 of the experts corner section, and Akash Parker from the Mumbai Ranji player is going to be featured on that, along with three of our very own panel members. So please do tune in for that. We've already released the trailer a few days back, but now it's time to watch the full interview. So do tune in for that at 5 p.m. sharp. So whenever there's the mid innings break, you can surely tune in to this experts corner episode. And our guys have put in a lot of hard work, and also some exciting stories from Akash's cricketing career as well. So please do tune in for that. And as far as today's match is concerned, Ankur, all the best. I hope that your optimism really pays off in today's game. And Sean, you seem comfortable, and so are Chennai Super Kings right now in the points table. They are
We
expected
don't
to play the Delhi
we
Capitals.
don't we don't
Yeah.
use calculators. We don't use calculators.
No issues, bro.
that's
Now
that's
don't
for
use
sure.
in your papers also, okay? If you're not using it now, don't use it in your papers also.
Well, that's for sure, Sean. And just to, just a quick reply from you on this question, because Chennai are in the top two and they are guaranteed to play against the Delhi Capitals, they've got a second chance as well if they lose against Delhi. So, do you think that that's a very, very big bonus for Chennai Super Kings, especially the way they've played in the tournament? They deserve that?
Yes, obviously the playoff format is definitely great. The top two teams have that advantage. If they lose, they have another chance. And we have played with Delhi twice and we have lost them. But let's hope we qualify for in the first match as well. But the advantage is there. So I think it is definitely a bonus for point for both the teams, not for Chennai, for both the teams.
True, true, true. And before we end the show, we've got this big news coming up by MS Dhoni at the toss. He says that that the fans will definitely see him in yellow colors. So that's a big, big boost for all the Chennai fans. He's not. It's not. He's nowhere moving apart from the Chennai Super Kings, and I mean, he's still in doubt about if he'll play the next season or not. Is what he said at the toss. He's saying that we've got two teams coming up and we don't know about the retention policy. So yes, some pretty valid points made by MS there, but all the Chennai fans will certainly be happy to see and hear this statement that MS Dhoni will stay in yellow colors if he stays for the next season. That is. So amazing having you guys. Thank you, Ankur, and thank you, Sean, for this amazing pre-match analysis. Do make sure, guys, that you tune in for the second innings watch along, and then after that the post match analysis as well. So an exciting game coming up. I mean, will not affect the points table as much, but still, it's cricket, and we all love to watch it. So thank you from my side. Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Ankur. Thank you to all our viewers and all who have commented and shown their interest in today's pre-match analysis. So thank you.